Back with all new price predictions for Thursday with price predictions of support and also resistance levels. Better analysts to help you out for tomorrow's market. So we're going to go over a couple of stocks. We're going to start off with GameStop and then AMC. Then we're going to go over some semiconductors, technology, and then you know the drill. So first we're going to start off with GameStop having some very nice push. I haven't went over GameStop in a minute, but I do see a couple levels that are pretty much decent. So first on GMEM GameStop, we have support right around 25.60, and then we have a resistance. We have two resistance though above us, okay? And that what's the key part about that is we have a resistance around 30.10. Then we also have another resistance around 30.25. So before this breaks, in between this area, I'm not really interested in GameStop, being purely honest. It would have to break both of these. Then I'll be looking to play GameStop to the higher side, like probably calls, high risk kind of gamble calls on GameStop. That's pretty much all I see for GameStop right now. Then also if we go over AMC, AMC is pretty much doing nothing. So AMC really hasn't had any movement. If we go over resistance level on AMC, it has a resistance right around $3 even. So once it starts breaking that, it might get a little bit more interesting, but we'll just kind of leave it for those two right now. Palantir did touch resistance level and kind of broke down. So I'm still waiting for Palantir to kind of break that resistance around 185.75. We tested it, right? So if you look at the 5-minute chart, we tested it, fell down, tested a little bit, fell down, tested at close, fell down again. So we haven't really broken that resistance level. I think tomorrow might be the time that I get bigger calls on Palantir. Make sure you join the Discord first thing in that description to see that. We also have support around 178.35 on Palantir that I'm going to leave on there. So that's pretty much all I'm waiting out for on Palantir is that resistance level break that could happen tomorrow. SoFi stock came down, broke a lot of supports. Your next bigger support on SoFi is right around 24.80. All I saw SoFi was going to was that 29.30 range. After that, I really don't see a play on SoFi. And also your new resistance level on SoFi is down here around 27.90. So those would be kind of like the areas we see. If we break support, I'm assuming SoFi wants to come down to the 23, 24 range. And then maybe if SoFi gets strength to break resistance, I'll look for upside. But for now, pretty much just downside on the SoFi front. Let's go to the semiconductors. Nvidia hit all-time highs today, okay? Nvidia ran up to hit all-time highs, broke the target area. So now there's not really much I would do on Nvidia. I have the long-term shares. The only thing I'll be watching out for is the smaller resistance right around 187.70. So basically, if we start to break out that tomorrow and we start to show some strength, like tomorrow Nvidia starts creeping back up and we break that resistance with strength, then I'll be looking to play calls on Nvidia to break above the 188s and the 190s. So that's what I'll be looking out for Nvidia tomorrow. Other than that, pretty much just holding my long-term shares. I'm not doing any swing calls or swing puts in this range, at least not for me. And then let's go to AMD. AMD tested both resistance levels. I'll be looking for some shorter-term calls on AMD. Tomorrow we also have a resistance around 168.50. Then you have a new support on AMD right around 159.95. So those would be the two areas I'll be watching out for on AMD. Not looking for any bigger plays or anything like that. I'm just looking for smaller calls for tomorrow. And then maybe once we break that bigger resistance around 168.50, then I'll be looking for like some bigger swing option plays. So the biggest part about the videos is hopefully my levels, my price predictions, support levels, resistance levels help you out that much more in the market to see the market differently than how retail would see it, right? You want to see the market in monster eyes. That's the whole point. Also, make sure you join the team. You can see that I did 3 scalps yesterday, over 40% gains. I also did 2 scalps today. MU did 17%. Apple did 22%. Another 40% gain day. So make sure you guys join the team. You're missing out on money. You're also missing out on the chance of building that freedom. This only took about 30 minutes of the market being open, and we literally had the whole day free. Make sure you join the team. First link in that description to get access to Discord before prices go up. You have monthly, yearly, and lifetime. Lifetime and yearly, you can also pay monthly if you want to. And then, yeah, that's what I'm looking at for AMD. AVGO, same level, same resistance level, right around 334.50. Nothing I really do on AVGO right now. Also, TSM broke resistance, ran up, went to all-time highs. That's pretty much what I was looking out for on TSM. So that has hit. Also, that level that I wanted, right around 290, hit as well. So pretty much TSM is done. That was a play I saw. Now we have to wait for TSM to kind of form that newer play. We just don't have that yet. So we'll see how we move tomorrow. And of course, I have long-term shares of TSM, long-term shares of AVGO. Haven't sold any of those. I'm just letting those kind of run. And I get the profits off of the actual call options and so forth. So for now, I'm just holding long-term shares of like TSM. And let's go over ARM. ARM had a big day as well, broke resistance areas. So we need to start watching ARM pretty closely. 153.85 is our newer resistance, bigger support around 140.45. So I'll be looking for ARM to break around this range to see if ARM wants to continue, and then I'll be looking for like swing calls for ARM to reach up into like the 160s, which would be around my first target on ARM. And then if it continues to strength, then onward to all-time highs. But nice big day of ARM, so we'll be watching out for that. Also, if we look at QuantumScape, had a nice big push as well. Did about 18% today. Very nice push. Now, it's not like it's reaching all-time highs, but it is having like a bigger resistance level that I can put on the chart. And if it breaks that resistance, we might see some more upside, maybe up into like the $17 range, because the resistance level is right around that $16 range. So watch out for that. If it breaks that, I'm going to assume we want to go up to like the $17 range for a more higher side on QuantumScape. And then if we look at Qualcomm had a little pull down, but I haven't updated levels on Qualcomm in a while. So new resistance level is right around 171.45. And then your bigger support would be all the way down here, right around 161.30. So those would be kind of like the two areas I'm watching out for Qualcomm. Nothing really that I would do in this phase of Qualcomm. I'll just kind of wait for a play to kind of form, because I don't just play everything. Your support on net, your support is around 211.55. We'll leave that there. Then also net resistance, 226.60. If we break that resistance, that's when I'll be looking for calls on net. So for now, I'm just kind of waiting for net to do a little more movement. It's been a little slow these past 5 trading days. So we want to watch that a little bit closely. We haven't had those big movements just yet. SMCI hit the target. Play did amazing. Like I said, I would buy shares around the 47s. Looking for it to go up to the 50s. It hit the target. It did good, right? So now we just kind of wait for the secondary play on SMCI. I don't see that yet. So we'll just kind of see how SMCI moves tomorrow, and then I'll update better on SMCI. But for now, enjoy the profits. It did good, and that's it. We just kind of let it move for now. And then once the next play form with new resistance levels, support levels, I'll update y'all on SMCI. But for now, there's not much. And then if we go to Tesla broke resistance level around 450, finally broke. That's what we wanted. So we need to update new levels on the Tesla front right now. So your new support on Tesla right around 443.80. And then your new resistance level on Tesla is going to be pretty high from where we are now. It's going to be right around 477.90. Your next resistance area. I'm looking for Tesla to go to all-time highs and pass 500. That's what I'm kind of looking out for, my bigger target. So we have long-term shares, we have calls, everything that's kind of working. I'm also looking to play shorter-term calls while we're playing bigger calls. So I'm looking for more shorter-term calls tomorrow for Tesla to reach up in like the 466s, 465s. So looking for calls in the morning. Like I said, I usually scalp every morning the market is open. You get to see all that live of what I do every morning. Like I said, really build that freedom. But if we keep that strength in tomorrow, I'll be looking for Monday to continue that strength to break above like 466 and then continue that strength onward, looking for calls, making some nice profit. But if we go down tomorrow, then I really won't do those just yet. So hopefully Tesla can keep that strength and continue pushing. Also, Apple hit the resistance level almost literally perfect, 258.50. This is why you never miss a video. Smash the like button, subscribe if you're new. Let's see if we can get the video over 100 likes as fast as possible. I'll be watching. Okay, so tested resistance and it failed. Apple has been very slow for the past week. We really want Apple to break above all-time highs, above those 260s. It got very close. It hit that resistance level, and then we start seeing selling pressure literally ASAP at the market open, and we had some decent push, right? We still got very good gains off of Apple, though. This morning, like I showed y'all, over 22% gains of Apple because we took our profit, but we have bigger plays brewing, and I'm actually looking for more calls as long as we stay above the support or right around 253.85. I feel like once Apple breaks all-time high, it will have like a very good push. The last time Apple broke all-time highs around this range in like June 24, we had a very large push, little stall out, and even a bigger push afterwards. That's what I'm kind of looking out for, that continuation, right? Remember last time Apple broke the highs over here, back in December 2024, when it broke the highs, it had a nice continued push. That's what we're looking out for here. Once it breaks above the 260s, we're looking for it to go to 270s, 280s. So we're looking for some nice movements on Apple front. Amazon a little slow, same levels on Amazon. Not really looking for much Amazon in this range, maybe shorter term plays, but yeah, same levels on Amazon for now. Meta was getting pretty heavy, bigger drop today on Meta as well. New support that I can put on Meta is right around 701.80. Just watch out for that support. Other than that, not really much that I would do with the Meta front right now. Let's go to the health sides. Him, same levels, nothing new on him. Same support, same resistance level. No buying I would do in there. Eli Lilly Broke targets, broke above 800. Very massive movement on Eli Lilly. I do want calls. It is literally rocking it up faster than I thought it would. It does have a new resistance level right around 1950 ish. Looking for it to run up to like 900, which is like my target, and no real just clear support just yet. So it is very elevated. We're looking for Eli Lilly to try to continue up and continue that strength. So looking for calls on it tomorrow. I'll probably go a little smaller because this is very high. I was hoping it would slow down a little bit, but sometimes the market would just go, 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 right? So we really want this strength to hold though, right? We don't want it to give up too quickly. And I might just be patient and wait for some type of little dip, some type of retracement, and then get calls instead of try to chasing it. But Eli Lilly have strength. Looking for Eli Lilly to continue. Also UNH. Once UNH breaks that 350-150 area, I've been waiting for this for a while. I'm looking for UNH to run up to like the 360s and 370s for some nice potential calls. They also have support at 339.35. So we'll watch out for that on UNH, but that could also be something. I'm also looking at Merck. Merck had a 2 big day push as well. They're even up after hours. This is only the start. If you look at the long term of Merck, it's very moving longer scale of where I really wanted to go in the 140s, 150s. So now that it's trying to move, we'll play in the strength. We have some resistance areas on Merck right around 94.35, no clear support, and we'll kind of be waiting to see what I want to do with Merck. Bigger, longer, like leap, outdated calls. That's why I'm kind of looking out for Merck. Even potential shares on Merck and like Lillian. I already have shares on UNH, but on these could also be very decent. Then we also want to start watching NVO, starting to get a lot of strength in here. I might start calls on NVO tomorrow. We do have resistance level on NVO right around $60.35 that we'll be watching out for. But yeah, might be buying some bigger calls on NVO. Again, look at the longer term outdated movement. Nice, good push, very good drop. Presents opportunity, right? Nothing says it's going to go up and start running, but it's a good area for me to start those calls that I'll be looking out for. So to know the date and everything, just make sure you guys join the team first in that description. So we'll see. Yeah, with NVO and some other health ones we'll go over a little bit later. I just don't want the video too long. Airlines are pretty slow. They're kind of just dropping. American, Delta, United. I really don't see any plays on the airlines right now. Also, the banks got a little bit slower. The JPM support is still 309.70 on JPM. Don't see any play on that. Goldman Sachs, if you are watching it, support is around 781.70. Morgan Stanley support is still 156.38, 156.40. If they break those supports, I will probably be focused more on like shorter term puts than ups right now on the banks. The banks are getting a little heavier. Nothing says they're bearish yet, but if they start breaking those supports, those could be a little bit of signs that they want to start coming down. Gold is booming. Silver's booming. I don't see any new plays that I want to do with silver or gold just yet. We're just pretty much enjoying our profits. I think we took the rest of silver over 160% gains, and we just rinse and repeating. We're buying silver, selling them, buying 100% here, 100% there, 100% there. You'll see all that in the Discord on our swings room. But yeah, looking for some more. I'm just kind of waiting for the next entries. We've literally just been buying it, silvers and golds, because they're very strong bullish right now. So we want to play in that strength and collect those easy profits. Bond market's still kind of pretty slow. Nothing really crazy on bond market. Bitcoin, trying to get some type of strength, trying to break short-term resistance level. So the next resistance you'll watch out for is that 121.500. Now, if that breaks, I think it's going to be all hands on deck for the crypto world, meaning like all the altcoins that we have, Ethereum, Solana, Link, all this stuff will start booming, which will be good. But also Coinbase, Hood, they're going to start booming more too, like MSTR and so much more. So no levels on Coinbase right now, but I am watching it for a potential reversal for Coinbase to start preaching up into above the 400s. Also MSTR is starting to creep up as well. Big resistance, 361.90. Once that breaks, I'll be doing some bigger plays on MSTR for a bigger reversal. And then Hood, I have long-term shares. If it comes back up and breaks that 143.40, I'll be looking for some Hood calls. It just had a bigger day. This is what I kind of want to Eli Lilly to have, a little slow day where I can load back up calls and then continue the movement higher. So that's what we'll kind of watch out for. Make sure you guys smash the like button and subscribe if you are new. Always remember, no recommendation to buy or sell anything, just for educational purposes only. So do not trade anything you see or hear in the video. I will catch you guys in that next one. Bye.